All right. Choke, no joke. How's it going?
Good, good. What's good, man?
Hey, nothing much, man. Glad to have you.
I'm happy to be here, brother. I'm happy to be here. Finally get to see what you look like. Looking like a baby little pun.
Okay. I'll take that. I'll take that, man. Pun was a dope artist, for sure. All right, man. Well, I thought we would just kind of start off with some current stuff that I seen, man. Gillie the Kid just did an interview with Shannon Sharpe, and in this interview, he talks about not wanting to go to the Rock Nation brunches, and like kind of like the Jay-Z kind of plays everybody. He's still in control and doing his thing, man. Did you happen to see that and check it out?
Yeah, I saw that.
What'd you think about it?
It sounded like he was saying a lot of my talking points when it came to how Jay treat people at the brunch. I've said that years ago. I said the brunch was basically a place for Jay to get more investors to invest in him by showing those investors that he has control over the hip hop population. Everybody comes over to the brunch to suck him off. And if they see, all these big stars all up under him, then they invest in him. So when I heard Gillie say that, I felt like he honestly heard me say that and just put a spin on it. But back when the Roc Nation brunch was popping, Gillie wasn't popping to be invited any goddamn way.
I would like to kind of just, start off and kind of take it back a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, how did you get into videoing and, doing all that? Like, how did you become a videographer? And especially a hip-hop videographer before anybody else was doing it?
Well, I mean, I was born into this hip-hop game. I was living before hip-hop started. I'm from the Bronx, you know what I'm saying, the Northeast Bronx. So I watched it birth right under my eyes. I lived in Edenwald Projects where Breakout and Baron and Funky 4 plus one more, Shy Rock, Grandmaster Flash, all of them was all in my projects. Block parties, DJing in the park, the big park. So I've seen this thing my whole life. There was a period of time where I wasn't interested in the entertainment business, but then there was a time where I had to find a better route for myself. And that's when I got into the entertainment business. I started off modeling and acting. I used to do a lot of music videos. If you look in like Nas, Hate Me Now, you'll see me in there in the second verse. Diddy's PE 2000, Mobb Deep's Quiet Storm with Little Kim, I'm in there. You'll see me in there. Whatever videos I've done. Eve's Got a Man. Lou, My World. You look that video up, you'll see me in there with Bo Keem Woodbine. There's so many. I did so many music videos. Say What, Lord Have Mercy, Case, joint he did with Beyonce. I was doing a lot of music videos, trying to get that lead role. When I finally got the lead role in the old Lou, My World video, I kind of felt like I bust my nut. You know what I'm saying? I reached what I was searching for. But what made me get into videography, which we call behind the scenes now, it wasn't called that then. It didn't have no name, but I would go back home and I would tell people, yo, I was with Mobb Deep today. Or I was with Little Kim today. And people in the hood, they like, yeah, right. You wasn't with no Mobb. You wasn't with Nas, And I'm like, nah, I'm in the Hate Me Now. And they like, yeah, all right. So what I started doing was bringing a camera for bragging rights. So I will bring the camera to the set and I started shooting, so I could go back to the hood and show them, look, I was with Nas, or I was with Mobb Deep, or I was with Diddy. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I got into it. But then that became my passion. I was like doing the Helter Skelter video. I Ain't Having That with Redman. I was in that video, and in that video, I found myself not wanting to participate in being in the scenes. I just wanted to shoot more behind the scene. So that's when it became more of a passion. And then from there, I started shooting at the Tunnel. Funk Master Flex, he was the promoter and the DJ at the Tunnel. And I grew up with Flex. I knew Flex since I was about 8 years old. He's a little older than me. My cousin used to hang out with him. So when he started doing the Tunnel, I used to just go in front of the Tunnel, help take his crates in, and then I started bringing the camera in that way, by helping him bring his records in. And I started filming. I think Jay-Z was like the first person I filmed. Then I got down with a public access team. We had a show. We did over like 200, 300 episodes in public access. Then I got another show on Fox and the WB. And then that's when I became, videographer, producer, director because of the Tunnel. So I had the shows all in New York. Then I started getting in DC, Atlanta, LA, Santa Monica, Toronto. And then I got it on Fox and the WB in 6 cities. And then it just grew from there. Then I stopped, doing the modeling and acting and became a producer and director. And that's 30 years ago. And that's where I'm at today.
And you meet Dame at some point.
Dame came after my Tunnel run. The Tunnel run was probably like 95 to like 2001 in May when it closed. I met Dame around, I say like 2000 something. Well, I met Dame before, in the Tunnel and other places and stuff because I had interviewed him before I started working at Roc-A-Fella. But how I got to Roc-A-Fella, it was a girl named Emmanuel Punica. She worked in video productions at Roc-A-Fella, but she used to do the modeling and acting with me. You'll see her in like Charlie Baltimore video. She's the one in the Dipset video when they did the Maury skit. She acting like she's Cam baby mother or one of them or whatever. That's Emmanuel. But she transitioned from the modeling acting and got in video production, and she was working with Shaka Pilgrim at the time. At this time, for me, I dropped 3 VHS titles, Tunnel 2000, Tunnel 2001, and then T3, which was a music video documentary of the Tunnel, which was live performances and interviews. I would shoot the performance, then go backstage, interview the artist. That's where 106 and Park got birthed from. Because one of the producers from 106 and Park, I used to always take my DVDs and VHS up to MTV when I was still doing the modeling and acting. At the same time, I would show them my footage at the Tunnel and my shows, and they like, damn, man, we got to get a live performance show. We got to get a live performance show. So then when BET moved from DC to New York, and they had to come up with a show, the guy that was producing MTV Jams, he took my concept of the Tunnel and they created 106 and Park. And that's how 106 and Park became a live performance show with interviews. The only difference is they just used the couch to interview people. Me, I was just interviewing people backstage or around the club, right? So Dame came into play when, after my third VHS, the format changed to DVD. So I'm like, damn, like nobody was buying VHS no more. So I took the VHS and I converted them over to DVD. So I dropped 3 DVDs at one time. The 3 VHS, I pressed them up to DVDs. I dropped those 3 all at one time and they boomed. And then I was on my 4th DVD, which would be my 7th title now. And that was The Best of Jay-Z, The Tunnel Volume 4, The Best of Jay-Z. So when I was dropping that, I went to Emmanuel. I said, yo, tell Jay-Z and Dame Dash that, I'm getting ready to drop this Jay-Z DVD. If they want to put some trailers on it, yo, feel free. They had Paper Soldiers, Death of a Dynasty, Paid in Full was getting ready to come out, and Backstage. So I told him, give me all the trailers and I'll put it on there for free. You know what I'm saying? So Dane was like, yo, let me see it first. So I let him see the DVD, and he was impressed. Like, damn, you did all this by yourself? And I'm like, yeah. He like the packaging, the artwork, and like you produced, edited all this. And I'm like, yeah. Like at this time, it's my 7th title. You know what I'm saying? I did the 3 VHS. Now I'm on my 4th DVD. That's 7, right? So for me, I've been doing this independently for 7 titles. So for him to be impressed by it, to me, I'm like, it's nothing. For him, he like, I don't know no dude doing this all by himself, shooting it and everything and packaging it and putting it out independent. He like, damn, man, yo, you want to come work for Roc-A-Fella? And I was like, when? He was like, tomorrow. Like, I'm going to the Shane Mosley fight with De La Hoya. You know, if you want to go, I got you. And, you know, we can start tomorrow. I was like, all right. Then he told his man, yo, take his number and everything. Yo, call him, give him, you know, set him up. And from there, I was on the private jets for the next 3-4 years. Anytime we flew anywhere, we never went commercial. And then I was at Roc-A-Fella for those years. When I first got to Roc-A-Fella, Jay-Z was doing the Blueprint 2. And '03 Bonnie and Clyde was the first single. So that's when I got there. That's what was going on in Roc-A-Fella.
What's up? This is Cam Capone. We got more content like this coming soon. So hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in to Cam Capone News.